Hello everybody, welcome to the Rick and Dave Comic Book Hour. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And in this episode or issue, we will be talking about our free comic book day haul. Everyone already knows the free comic book day books, so I'm just going over what we have. But if I say, well, why are you doing this almost 2 weeks later? To get out of the glut. See, everybody did a show Saturday night or Sunday, but look at us, we're all by ourselves now.
That's right.
And free day comic book hangover will cause you to come see us.
That's
And besides, everybody's been waiting for us anyway to do our haul, so everybody wins.
Come on, seriously.
Everybody wins.
We got the coolest books around, man.
That's right. So we went to, what, about 3 shops,
Yeah, we
right?
went to 3 shops. We went to Comics, Cards, and Collectibles on Cleveland Avenue with Tom. And then we went to Bill's Books and More over on 6th Avenue. And
Bill.
then we went to Kenmore Comics up in Akron.
John.
And John, yeah.
So, and actually, that wasn't even scratching the surface of where we could have
Oh,
went
I
that
know.
day.
We could have hit at least 2 or 3 more places.
That's right, but we didn't. We had a game plan and we stuck to it. We went with 2 other fellow geeks,
Yes.
and it was a blast.
Yes, it was.
And Dave found food and didn't
Shout
tell me
out to
about
Tim
it.
and Brandon. So they went along with us. Brandon drove. Thanks, Brandon.
Yep, that's right. Brandon had the big vehicle, so we all drove in
Yeah,
that.
that's right. It's the only one who could fit 4 fat guys in it. So.
Yes, that's true. Your car would have been overweight if we all
Yeah,
decided
we
to.
would still been driving my little car. So.
But anywho, we rambled on enough. Or maybe not even enough. It depends how much you're used to us rambling like we are right now.
Yes.
So, alright, you want to start us off, Dave, what you picked up, or how do you want to work this deal?
Yeah, I'll go first. You want me to just go through the whole haul first and then?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
I mean, we don't got enough room to stack all our books. We go into
Yes.
another, like, crate or something.
Well, let's see. What should I start off with? Well, first off, I got a whole bunch. I won't go through each and every single issue of it, but I got a whole stack of Superman. Look at that. And they range from issues 140s to 180s to 160s and 150s
Were those Tom's books?
and 130s. Yes, I got these at Tom's.
So they were
And-
$1 a piece.
Yes, he has a, if you ever go to Tom's, he had, what did he say, 40,000 books this time?
Yeah. Well, you have to go on Free Comic Book Day
Yeah,
or the Halloween shop, and then he opens up an additional annex to his place,
Mhm.
and there's like box after box of Donald comics.
just like,
And they're ranging from all kinds of conditions. I mean,
Yeah.
you might get one that's in bad condition, but it's a good reader's copy because it's a key issue, or maybe not a key
Yeah.
issue.
but it's
But
a
these
dollar.
books look like they're awesome.
Yeah, these are really good shape. Got them all for $1. I think I ended up getting 48 books at his place altogether. So that was a nice little stack of Superman. It's filled in a lot of spaces for me. And then I also got some Thor. I always like my Thor. So I got a annual 13 and got a 244. It's a little bit beat up, but it's turned out pretty good. And I got 329, 330, 327, 332, and 295. So those are pretty cool. And
Well, show us some of those too.
Yeah.
Kind of, I mean, I still want to see the covers though.
yeah, so that one's a little bit beat up, but that's one of the older covers there. It's pretty cool. Now, the coolest one I found for $1, I guess I'm not on camera, I'm kind of looking everywhere else, aren't I? Tom had a Thor 136 in his dollar bin.
Isn't that a Bronze Ager?
That is a 12-cent cover,
Oh, it's a Silver Ager.
and it has Stan Lee and Jack Kirby art.
You can't beat that.
I mean, that
Not
was
that cool.
for $1. That was pretty damn cool.
Yes, it was.
And let's see, I got a couple of Steve Ditko books, which I didn't realize it was Steve Ditko until I got home. We got some Marvel Spotlight, issues 9 and 10, featuring the Captain Universe character. And so those are pretty cool. I got some Defenders. I got 54 and 57. I really like that cover. It has the Hulk and
Which one is it?
54.
Yeah. Okay.
And Submariner and all them on there, so that was pretty neat. And
There were a lot of cool Hulk covers or Doctor Strange
Yeah.
covers for the Defenders.
this one has a Ms. Marvel guest appearing in number 57 there. And then I picked up a Marvel Super Action, which is a reprint of Captain America 111. 111. So get some Steranko art there. If I'm
So was Lee also writing that one? Or was that somebody else at that time?
I don't remember. I think Lee was still writing this one.
But it wasn't a Kirby art book, it was...
No, it's a Steranko.
Cool.
But,
Cool.
and let's see. Oh, there's another Thor. Got another Thor.
I don't think you got enough of those things.
Yeah. And I got some Iron Man. A couple Iron Mans. So you got 203, 4, and 5 in there, all for $1. And found a Jim Starlin's Breed. I think I got that. I must got it at the Free Comic Book Day somewhere. Can't remember which store anymore. And a couple more Defenders, 95 and 111. Got some Doctor Strange and Hellcat, and I think that's Dracula coming at him there.
I think for both me and Dave, somehow Defenders crept onto our list.
Yeah, I mean, a few, was it 3 or 4 or 5 years ago now, come across some for $1 or so, and I'm like, yeah, pick them up. And then I start picking them up more and more, and then next thing I know, I'm like, oh, I better write this down because now I'm starting to get doubles.
Yeah,
But,
somehow we had a target, and then the target expanded, so it's
Yeah,
really weird how that... I'm glad that they're on my target, but I just didn't expect it to happen like
Yeah,
that.
because they're fun books, and they may not have been the greatest, I don't know, whatever, but they're fun to read. They got a wide variety of characters, and you can find them usually, almost anywhere for $1 or $2. So they're not terribly expensive to get.
No, and since they're not the Defenders that are on Netflix, they're probably not going to go up that much in value.
Yeah, because that's, I don't know, kind of Defenders that is, but they got a new version. Got a couple more Iron Mans. 209, got the red armor, and 206. And now I already filed some of my Justice Leagues. I got a few Justice Leagues and a couple Novas. And but
You got the earlier Bronze Age novels, Novas.
Yes, I got about 3 or 4 issues of the old Nova.
You got like some of the mid issues, didn't you, of that?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but
anyway, you got some cool ones. And they were $1, weren't they?
yeah.
Cool $1 Nova books.
Oh, wait a minute. No, the Novas was a little bit more. I think I got some for half off and 33% off. I got those up at Kenmore Comics. So,
okay.
So he had a little bit different sale than the other 2 stores. The other 2 stores we went to, they had a large selection of dollar books. And Kenmore had, depending on what it was, he had little codes that you had to go by, which was really handy, and I thought very well organized. And I haven't been in his shop for a long time, just to kind of segue into that a little bit, but it was well lit, it was clean, it was organized. I mean, it may be one of the nicest shops in Northeast Ohio.
I agree with that. I mean, we haven't seen every shop in Northeast Ohio, but the ones that we're familiar with, I mean, we do have at least 7 to compare it to in our area.
Yeah, we got more than half a dozen that we can easily get to that's within a short driving distance.
Plus, he has gaming.
Yes, he has D&D and all kinds of stuff like that in there. So we got, and a lot of other pop culture knickknacks and whatnot too.
Yeah, some toys and stuff like that.
But now when I got my Justice Leagues, I was just like, oh, this is cool, had some Perez covers and stuff like that. And well, here, of course, I went and got some doubles. I was talking to our buddy Tim that went along with us. Well, he ended up getting some doubles of Green Lantern, so we traded. He didn't have what I had and so forth, so I traded him some of my doubles, and he gave me his doubles of Green Lantern. So I got a couple of Green Lantern books out of that mess. So I think that is about it as far as I got. I think I brought home a total of 61 books that day, and I don't think I paid more than $2.50 for any one of them.
Right.
So that's not too bad of a day, and we had lots of fun running around the different shops, and especially going up to Kenmore since I've been there forever. Rick went up there last year, so it's 2 years in a row he's been able to go. So.
Well, I picked up some SpiderMans that Tom had, and Tom had this number 51, which is actually 492. I picked this one up, wasn't even looking for it, and I picked it up because Dave's looking for this book. He finally found it after how many years looking for it?
I've been looking for it for 3 or 4 years.
And he finally found it, and then I just come across it.
Yeah, about a few weeks ago I came across this issue, and I paid $10 for it. And it was in really good shape. I got it at Bill's Books.
Yeah. I paid $1 for it.
And he paid $1 for it.
I paid $1.
Yeah, he paid $1 for his copy. So, you know, that's how it goes.
So I just picked up some SpiderMan that I was missing. I just picked up what was in his box. Like, I got 51 and 52. Is this volume 2, Dave, or volume 3?
Yeah, with the, this numbering is the volume 2 ones.
So I picked up some of these other things. I mean, they were just sitting there. I'm not gonna go through all of them because they all have cool covers and stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, I picked up a lot. And so I was also actually able to pick up SpiderMan 500 for $1, so. I mean, these books are still in nice shape. They're probably still very fine.
Yours for $1? Man, I paid more than that for my 500. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Luckily, I got there first.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom's always good, and he lets us in a little early, and so we got to root around a few minutes before the main crowd got rushed in there. So that's.
And then I got to reading SpiderMan when they went back to the original numbering, where the other numbering wasn't just in light coloring. Oh, this is the one I bought at Kenmore for like $3 or so after the sale was. It doesn't matter. I got 208 for about $325. This is a Hulk book. It's not expensive, but it's still an issue I needed to complete some of my early 200 books that I needed it. Then I picked up some Peter Parkers in Kenmore too. They were $1 a piece, and they were pretty early. I mean, no, actually, I did not. These I found at Bill's Books. Number 4 and number 7 with the triangle. And what else did I find there? Oh, 8 and 13 I got there. And just for the heck of it, as a new book I got at Kenmore was Kill or Be Killed, which I am really enjoying this image book. I think it's very well done and written. So, and I know a lot of people are picking this up because no one has any back issues because everybody's buying it. And I first got this, I got number 1 as a $1 thing at Kurt's.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm sure you're familiar, Image had some books that were for $1, so get people involved.
Yeah, they're reprints.
They're reprints, but still they're $1. You read them and then you're like, holy crap, this is good. So then you go, well, I'm going to pay full price now for these books. So
I almost picked up some of them. The other day when I was up at Kurt's.
Which is Hero Adventures. And the thing about that store, unfortunately, that's going to be closing.
The brick and mortar is.
Yeah, the brick and mortar is. So when I went there, I was there and I got some books the other week, just before Free Comic Book Day, like the Wednesday before, I stopped in because I was running around. And I brought him up and he goes, well, I'm going to give you 60% off because we're going to have it on Free Comic Book Day. And then when I was at the counter, of course, when he said that, I said,
I'll be back.
and then I went and got some more books. But it was 60% off new books as well. Not just the back stock, not just some crappy thing, but everything, graphic novels, new books. So I went back and got some issues I was missing brand new, like a Detective, Batman, whatever, because they were 60% off.
Oh yeah. Can't
So that $1 book I paid 40 cents for. So I mean, then I told Dave, and of course he had to run up there to get it.
Yeah, I had to go up.
Dave had to run up there and do it.
So we beat the Free Comic Book Day rush and got some shopping done early and goosed the sales some. So.
And since this was like a buck at Bill's Books, I got Daredevil 300. And it's fine, near mint, I don't care what kind of day, I mean, for $1 for that shape that's in.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Then I picked up at Tom's for $1 Deathlock 3. I have 1 and 2, and this has Dr. Doom in it. I picked up the second one at Kurt's, because he was having a back issue sale before the one I went to, where they were 50 cents each. So I said, well, I might as well buy Deathlock. I haven't tried it. It's 50 cents, what the heck? And I liked it, so I've been picking it up. And then, of course, I had to pick up some Defenders. And this has a cool cover, too. Number 4030, if you can see the Hulk smashing some shit again. Look at the Hulk go down. I know, but I'm going to tell you some of the stuff I was surprised to find at Tom's here. I found a pretty decent cover of King Size Annual Defenders #1 for $1.
Oh wow.
And I mean, it's not all beat up. It's not.
Yeah, I didn't see. I was snagged that.
It's not perfect, but it's not $30 or $40 either. And it'll fill in my deal until I can get the older ones.
Oh,
I get a better copy.
Yeah, it's kind of beat up along the spine here, but otherwise, I mean, the colors is nice and.
Yeah, when I look
they got a really awesome action.
And none of the pages are loose. It's all tight. I mean, it's still tight. The staples are still in nice shape. But one of the best things I found at Tom's was Kirby's Commandi. And these are issues 13, 14, and 12. So it's a 3-issue kind of a thing, but I mean for $1, and they're probably still in fine shape, or and they're $1.
Oh yeah.
And they're bronze age, and they're Kirby, and
20-cent covers on them.
it's Kirby. Did I say that? It's Kirby.
Yes.
Yeah, he drew and wrote it, but still, it's Kirby. It's Kirby. If you can't see that, I mean, these are just beautiful books that were sitting there for $1, and there are some books that are not on your target list or your pull list or whatever list you're keeping track of that you just cannot pass up when you see them. And one of those things is a Kirby book. And so I picked it up, and I'm glad that I did. And that was my haul for Free Comic Book Day. The Free Comic Book books that we got, you've seen them already. Either you have them or you don't.
Yeah.
And we bought, I think.
Have you read any of yours?
No.
But I read a couple of them, and I did enjoy the Star Trek Next Generation mirror.
I didn't pick that one up, but I haven't read it yet.
That is good, because then they had the official #1 come out I think this week or whatever. Maybe it was last week. But anyway, I picked it up yesterday, and I read that, and I'm gonna put that on my pull list. That is a good book.
Each store was filled with people.
Yes, it was.
Not just, I mean, every shop we went was pretty busy.
And I think you got a little bit of footage everywhere we went.
Yeah, I'll probably be, I got some footage. It's not gonna be anything fancy, but you'll see that the shops were very well stocked with customers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and that's the way it is every time we go. I mean,
Yeah, at least here in Northeast Ohio, you got a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, I mean, you got whole families going in, you got girls going in. I mean, I know it sounds strange, but when you've been doing this long, and when you used to walk into a shop, it was just all guys.
Oh, yeah.
See girls, it's like, what the?
Yeah, they're digging through the books and just excited to find their SpiderMan.
Did I walk into a salon?
Whatever.
Well, usually, because you are used to the look when you see a girl somewhere, like, bored out of their mind, like, is my boyfriend done yet? I could be doing my nails. But anyway, I know that's a little sexist. But some of you understand that. I mean, I'm glad that there are more girls into this hobby, but it sometimes just shocks a little bit coming from our era, because we've been doing this for like 2 years now, and because we're only like 12 now, right?
Yeah,
so we're not used to those girls with cooties.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we haven't been doing this since the late 70s or early 80s.
No, we haven't been doing that.
No, we haven't been collecting comics that long.
No, we haven't. But anyway, I just like to give thanks out to the stores we did go to for being, for doing the Free Comic Book Day thing.
That's right.
And I don't think I saw many cosplayers. Unless we missed them.
There's a handful, but not a ton this time.
Why don't you go ahead and plug what you found out about Bill's when you went there yesterday about his auction?
Oh yes, if you happen to stop at Bill's Books before the end of June, he is raising money to help a friend of his who has cancer, and he's putting up a lot of graded books and collectibles type book thing, not like action figures or anything, but he had like a I think it was a 9.2 Amazing Spider-Man 300. He had a couple of Punisher War Journals, I think 6 and 7. They're certified graded books that he's putting up. And then he had a Herb Trimpe Hulk, I forget exactly what it was, but it was in a box, and a book showing a lot of his Incredible Hulk art featuring that, and it's signed. And then he had also a Bernie Wrightson autographed comic book. I can't think of which one it was, but so all that stuff, and then he's going to add some other stuff. So if you stop at Bill's Books, and it's $1 a ticket, and throw it in there, and then maybe you'll win something really cool. But if nothing else, stop by and just give some money to help out the friend who's going through a real rough time right now. Yes, the drawing will be July 1st. So we have between now, which is we're filming this towards the end of May. And
Middle of May.
Middle of May.
You might not get up till the end of May knowing me, but still.
Yeah, but anyway, you got about 4 to 6 weeks to go up to Bill's Books and do that. So.
Right.
But I don't know. That about it?
I think so. I think you have on board these people enough.
That's right.
If they lasted this long.
Yeah, you're still sticking with us. Thanks.
Yep. Thank you, and we'll catch you later.
Later.
Free Comic Book Day. We're looking at the current plate mold flong back here, which you don't run into a lot of flongs.
Well, that's pretty cool.
As it was explained to me, they would make this and then they would pour the molten metal into this to make the plate to print the newspapers.
Oh,
And this is a comic strip from the front page of a comic from Sunday, August 4th, 1935, featuring Barney Google.
and it could be yours for the low price of $200.
For the low, low price.
Of course, low
Yes.
price.
Hi, welcome to Comics, Cards, and Collectibles on Free Comic Book Day, the happiest day of the year. Don't you wish you were here? You can be. Hurry on down. We've got everything here. We've got comics. We've got cards. We've got collectibles. Holy crap, maybe that's why they call it that.
Good.
I could sing again like I did at Halloween Comic Fest if that...
Hey, whatever floats your boat, dude.
Yeah, everybody loved that. But look at all the cool stuff you can get down here. You're not looking where I'm pointing.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. Look at this Star Wars stuff, 50% off.
Holy crap.
I know, right?
Because
Comic books, $1 each.
I would have to sit in the couch and
Posters, $1 each. Keep up with me. You're slow. You're slow. Jeez. Rick, you do this much better than him, okay? Let me just tell you, you handle the camera so much better.
Okay, well, there you go.
No. You've got to learn. We have AI Sports Nutrition's here today, giving out free samples. They can turn you into a superhero. Look at this guy. Look at the guns on him. And that's
a fact.
That's for taking this right here. Yesterday he looked like me. He had 2 glasses of this. Look at him.
I did.
There it is.
True.
If that doesn't get him down here, nothing will. Nobody wants to look like
Batman
this.
version, Superman version, Captain America version, whoever you want.
Hey, and let me tell you, this cinnamon roll protein, holy crap, it's so good. It's like a Cinnabon in a glass. I'm telling you, this is good stuff.
Hashtag fact.
Yes.
Bad.
Only Cinnabon is a registered name, so don't use it.
And it's not good for you. This is.
Wait, what are you trying to say, Cinnabons are? Oh, Cinnabons aren't good for you unless you put butter on them.
And extra icing.
And of course the extra icing. So we got more stuff? Look at this.
You just got all the good stuff, right?
We got complete sets. $5 each. It doesn't matter how many's in the set. Some of those have 12 books in them. $5, 3 for $10. Action figures, $5 each, 3 for $10. Books. I know some of you don't like that word, but it's not, preceded by comic. But real books. Hardbounds, $10 each, 3 for $25. Softbounds, $5 each, 3 for $10. Including the hard-to-get Doctor Who.
Who's that?
What? On first? You got everything here, plus the free comics up front. How are you not here already? So what are we filming? What are we doing? Come on through.
I'm not doing
Wave
anything.
the camera. Tell everybody how happy you are to be in.
Very happy to be here. Extremely
Comics, Cards,
happy
and
to be here.
Collectibles, 724.
He should do this every week so I can spend all of my allowance every week.
Downtown Canton. Are you happy to be here? Wait, stop and tell the camera how happy you are.
She runs out the door.
Man, I scare
Tom has
more
that
women.
Huh?
So Tom has that effect.
I do. I scare women, but not this one. She's not scared of me.
She's got a gun, so she
Yeah,
Right?
she does.
Ray gun
She
your
does.
ass.
We're getting
Bad
married
skills.
soon.
That's news to.
She's going to share the empire.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. Boy, day's full of surprises.
There's all kinds of. I gotta ask why, it doesn't seem to. I mean, does it match? I mean, you know, Kurt.
Oh!
See,